Welcome to Don't Quote Me on That. One day we will have an intro, but today is not that day.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kalina.
And I'm Elanor.
Well, welcome back to Don't Quote Me on That, where we kind of talk about movies.
We sure do. And today is a part 2, I guess, of
We got series now on this show. Watch us.
we do.
Moving on up in the world.
Okay. Are we ready to
I don't think we ever explained what the series was that we were doing.
All right. So this series is it's based off of TikToks that I see all the time, but Kalina, one of us compiles a list of songs that are all connected in some fashion, somehow, some way, and then the other person, a playlist, thank you, and then the other person has to guess or determine or decide how they are all connected or what connects them. I did this with Kalina, and I think she got 2 out of 3 correct.
I did, because I am God's gift to podcasting.
And I don't quite think I'm going to get 2 out of 3.
Name one podcaster that's better than me.
Me.
That's bold. But okay.
So, anyway, I gave Kalina hints, and I thought the hints I gave were helpful.
My hints are really helpful.
Kalina gave me hints, and they were not helpful.
You'll be mad when you don't get the first one.
What?
You'll be mad if you don't get the first one with my hint.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Actually, the second one.
No, the second one I know is wrong. The second one, I have one idea, and it is not correct, and then your hint made it worse.
Well, let me tell you, what happened was the second one, I didn't have the answer with me when you asked for the hint, so I had to look at them and hope that was what, because I had 2 ideas I was filling between. I know I cut one of them out, and I was like, I hope this is the right answer I'm giving her.
Oh my God.
But it is, I just checked. It is.
Okay. Well, let's just get into it.
Yes, ma'am.
The
Well, can I read out the playlists since I gave them to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so first playlist I gave Elanor was My Love by Justin Timberlake.
Banger.
Bad Romance. Banger. Bad Romance by Lady Gaga. Somebody That I Used to Know by
Gautier.
That guy. You know that guy.
Yeah.
Little Lion Man, Mumford & Sons. Heathens, 21 Pilots, and Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood.
Yes. And so most of these songs are bangers. These were all songs that I already knew. Yes. Big leg up for me. The first thing that I saw when I pulled these songs up is that, well, okay, the first 4, all of them but Heathens and Sweater Weather are kind of like early 2000s songs. And they're all, well, okay, I'm not a Heathens fan, but other than that, they're all bangers. I would say that they were all songs that kind of had a significant amount of cultural relevance in our youth.
Yes.
They're all bangers. They're all good driving songs. I would classify these as driving songs.
Okay.
Well, not Sweater Weather. Sweater Weather is like a...
I was like, that's a...
Sorry,
okay.
That's that, yeah. My first thought was that they all, in their chorus, they all repeat lines. But I was like, that's not enough.
Lots of choruses do that.
A lot of choruses do that. But that was my first thought, and then I was like, there's no way. And then you gave me
reverse psychology. The answer is so obvious. You can't get it.
Yeah. I mean, your hint was that this was high school Kalina, so I'm going to assume that these were on your driving to school playlist in high school. Or no. I just... Oh. I can't imagine you listening to Sweater Weather for your pregame playlist. I cannot. That's the one that threw me off there. So it's I feel like it can't be your pregame playlist, because that's just an insane energy to be coming in with them.
No, it's like when I talk about, if you choose The Sound of Silence as your your walkout song for a fight, that's psychological warfare against your opponent. Do you want to give another guess? High School Kalina.
This is like High School.
I've talked about that first song before. I was worried I was going to give it away. And then I was like, she doesn't pay attention, so.
I do pay attention. I just don't remember things afterwards.
Alright, true.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my repeating lines in the chorus, because I'm technically right. I'm just not right.
Okay.
I'm pre-right.
These are all songs. The connection here is these are all songs that are on a Punk Goes Pop playlist or album.
Oh, okay.
And I have told you many a time, My Love by Justin Timberlake by We Came as Romans is my favorite.
Is your favorite. Okay. Who did Heathens by Didn't Heathens come out way too late for Punk Goes? Who did Heathens?
I don't remember. I just know it was on there. I threw that in there because I was like, that's thought it was a popular one, and I know that's a song that I wouldn't listen to normally.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but Heathens was on there. I was like, first of all, 21 Pilots is like close enough that I'm surprised we're covering them, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Tonight Alive did Little Lion Man a long time ago.
That one I know. That one we've listened to together.
Yeah.
Somebody I used to know I knew. Bad Romance I knew.
Oh yeah, someone I used to know is Pierce the Veil. Yeah. Yeah, they're all on a Punk Goes. That's why High School Kalina. What did High School Kalina listen to? You were like so close.
I really was. I should have. It was right there. I'm kind of bummed.
That's why I was like, I was debating putting My Love on there, and I was like, well, she remembers Power Tour.
You know what? I might have, but then the other ones, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, no part of me would have connected that Heathens would have been on a Pop Goes Punk or a Whoever Goes Whatever.
I'll look it up right now. Let's see. Heathens. Pull up the good old Spotify. It was Boston Manor.
Oh, so we're just making up bands now? Also, that song's not.
What album is this on, dude? Yeah, it's it was definitely I think it was just because it was like popular. It came out in 2016, and the Punk Goes Pop album it's on is from 2017. So.
I genuinely truly didn't think they kept making those after, like.
Oh no, there's
14.
a couple. They're not like super consistent, but yeah, there was a couple. They haven't made one in like recent years for sure, but probably not since about then. But that song was like, that was popular. I think it's got. Oh, I just looked at it. 1 second, I'll tell you again. Let's see some bangers on 2017 Punk Goes Pop.
What do we got?
Punk Goes. If I could spell the word correctly, I could tell you.
At most, it's a 4-letter word. That's kind of embarrassing.
I think you should stop talking about who can spell things and who can't. Anyway, this is Punk Goes Pop Volume Step 7. We've got Stitches by good old Shawn Mendes, covered by State Champs. We've got That's What I Like by Dance Gavin Dance. Got Can't Feel My Face, The Amity Affliction. Oh, this one has When We Were Young by Adele, but it's covered by Andy Biersack and his wife, who is off her rocker and abused him on a plane one time, and also was off her rocker. I went down this very long Twitter thread because she's her name is Juliet Sims, and then she was in a band, and then they were on The Voice, and they had a song that was good, And then she was like branched out as a solo artist, and she did like, I think she tagged along to a couple Warped Tours. I don't know for sure if she was ever actually on Warped Tour. Andy Biersack was most definitely on Warped Tour. But anyway. And then she's rebranded herself fairly recently as Lilith Czar. But I went down this long Twitter thread of how she is appropriating every culture you can think of. If you can think of it, she's stolen something from it somehow. And then also she owns this, I don't know if you've ever heard of the bracelet brand, Never Take It Off. I think that's what they're called. Mm-mm. But they were very popular in the Warped Tour emo community. She owns them, and she just steals design ideas from other people and then just passes them off of her own. And then also...
Well, that's the easiest way to design things.
Yeah.
Are they like still...
They're married.
Oh, wow.
She's on a plane.
Speaking of being married, I'm gonna say one of my friends. By one of my friends, I mean somebody I follow on Instagram. A couple months ago, I was getting vibes that they'd gotten a divorce, but there was no concrete proof, you know?
On Instagram, of course.
Yeah. They're like, the pictures were still up. They still followed each other, but I was like, something's different.
Fishy, yeah.
Today, I got confirmation.
Ooh, that's the best.
Oh my goodness, I was so happy. I'm not happy that they got divorced. I'm sure it was hard.
What was the confirmation?
Sure it was sad. It was like explicitly mentioned in a caption.
Oh, okay.
Of like, I like something about like being a divorcee, and I was like,
Because sometimes they post with a new person, you're like, well... I'm sorry, you'll really appreciate this. So, other bangers on this album. Love Yourself. Let It Go. I Don't Want to Live Forever. And my personal favorite, Shape of You.
Let It Go, like, from...
Yeah. Whatever you're thinking, that's what it is.
Now, I just wouldn't put... I know genres can mean a lot, but I think Disney songs are a separate category to pop. Like, they might also be pop. That was doing
numbers,
but like,
I think, on... Like, that was doing numbers. Like, adults were singing it.
Who?
More than children, honestly.
Who did it?
Let's see here. Sorry, I was trying to see when the last Punkos pop on. It was Let It Go by The Plot in You, which, that's a made-up name. Anyway, the last Punkos pop album seems to be Punkos Acoustic Volume 3, released in 2019. I don't think we know any of these songs. Oh, one of these is... Oh, I do know two of these. We've got Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Set It Off, which I made Elanor listen to one time, a song by them. And Come Out to LA by Don Bronco. I don't know. But I saw them at Warped Tour. They were good. They're British. But also, I've heard some not so savory things about them because that's the Warped Tour curse. Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, I went to a karaoke bar because, I don't know. And it was...
Without me, might I add.
Without you, yes.
Just rude.
And I got to watch as this boy who couldn't have... He was either 21 or 22, like, maximum. Very obviously in just the depths of a breakup with a girl who was too good for him. And he chose How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
That's a good one. I never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
And just like the pure vibes he was giving out, I was prepared for him to name drop whatever girl just broke up with him. Like, it's very intense.
This poor guy was going through it.
He really was. It was unfortunately kind of funny.
Was there anyone else there with him to supervise or like check on him?
Mm-hmm. He traveled in a pack.
Oh, okay, good.
And then...
Like, never mind, bro. She didn't deserve you anyway.
She didn't. But not in the way that they think. Also, a group of girls did Hold On by the Jonas Brothers, which is a banger.
You must have been in heaven.
I would have been in more heaven if I had been at home in my bed. but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, just invite me over and we'll just recreate the karaoke bar. You get a drink, I'll do karaoke.
Perfect.
We'll be in your house.
I did tell the entire table about a certain Eminem rendition that might have happened.
Good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. No notes. I've never gotten any notes on it.
I think I gave notes. I think my notes were all positive in nature, but I did give notes.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, that's not notes. That's just like, giving me my due praise.
Anyway, next playlist.
Oh, you'll be mad if you don't get this one, actually. But lay it on. Oh, so the playlist is Before He Cheats, Carrie Underwood. Banger. Don't Ya, Pussycat Dolls. Banger. Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. Banger. Gold Digger by Kanye, unfortunately. Banger. Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas. Banger. And finally, good old, love this one, Build God, Then We'll Talk. Panic at the Disco. Banger. I don't think I've ever skipped that song.
So again, what connects these songs is that they're all bangers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all early 2000s.
Yep.
And they are also all, they're not all necessarily about cheating, but they are all about either, so like Before He Cheats, we've got the boyfriend is with a girl that he should not be with.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Don't Ya, where a girl is lusting after a boy that already has somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar We're Going Down, where a boy is basically like, I need to be with you so bad. I'm so sorry you have a boyfriend. Gold Digger, a few lines about cheating in there. Homeboy being duped a little bit by this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas. This one's a stretch, but it could also be about cheating because there's a line in there about how your girl wants one of them real bad.
Oh, yeah. Check backstage when we in town.
Exactly. And then Build God, Then We Talk is, see, I pulled
Now the Wikipedia here.
also about cheating. So that is what connects
So
these
is the
songs.
music video. Have you seen that music video? It's wild.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like, as a concept, great, but what were they on,
they were on probably a lot. But yeah, these songs are all about cheating in some manner. And I am not confident at all about this because your hint made me so confused that I had a couple different ideas, and this is just what I had to land on because I was going to think myself into an absolute tizzy because what I don't know how these connect to your brother, and I don't know if it was your brother or the cat I was supposed to be thinking about.
Oh, my brother. He's always the boy.
I was like, oh.
The cat's the baby.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I just don't know your brother well enough. These all seem a little bit too soon for your brother to, like, really super be into them, because he's a little younger than us. But, I mean, maybe they were the first songs he ever listened to. Okay, I don't know.
I was like, you will be cultured.
I was willing to go get more tattoos. Like, these are all songs I have tattooed on me, just to be right. Like, I know I'm not correct with this one.
You're gonna be really mad at yourself.
I'm gonna be so.
This is like really obvious that it's so simple. All of these songs were released in 2005.
They were not. I looked.
I looked too. What song wasn't released in 2005?
The Pump It says it was released in 2009.
That's not what it said for me. I googled songs released in 2005.
Pump It says 2009 right there. And on Genius it says 2006.
Okay.
Because I was looking at that. I was like, that's gotta be, because a bunch of them were 2005.
The Black Eyed Peas Monkey Business 2005, released on 2005 1/1. Genius, off the Black Eyed Peas 2005 album Monkey Business.
It says 2006. Oh my god, it says 2005.
I'm reading Genius. Pump It is a 2005 song by the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay. Because I was looking at that, and when you Google it, it says 2009. Oh, that's also just fully not the album this song is on.
That might do it.
That'll do it.
Because I know sometimes it'll say released 2006 if they release it as a single after the album came out, but technically the album came out in 2005, so it is a song that came out in 2005. That's what year my brother was born.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, when you said early 2000s, I was like, you're so close. You're so close.
It's because it's really upsetting for me. And I'm going to blame Google and not me.
I'll give you a half a point since Google confused you.
Yay. What does that bring me up to? Bring me up to half a point?
Half a point? You like had me down. I did that one so long ago. I was like, that's easy.
It should have been.
All right. I'll forgive you. I'll make sure when you Google the songs. I know you Google songs released in 2005. And then since there's obviously so many to pick from, I just picked ones that we liked, you know?
These are all bangers. They're all really good songs.
Yeah.
That's really upsetting for me.
It's okay. Come back. Come back. Time.
Oh, you're not going to be happy with this one. Okay.
Oh, okay. You're not going to be happy with this one either. And I will tell you that in the future, I will not make it this difficult, but I had an idea and I didn't want to give you only 5 songs.
Okay.
So I'm committed to it.
All right.
But play is 3.
Can I run through them? Because I've got...
Yeah.
Okay. So, we've got Mess It Up by the Rolling Stones. Who's in this music video? Nicholas Hoult. We've got Jumper by Third Eye Blind. Who's in this music video? Anna Nicole Smith. We've got Hanging Tree by Jennifer Lawrence. Who's in this music? See, I don't like that I can see your face, because when I say that and you made a face like you didn't know that means I'm wrong. Hanging Tree by Jennifer Lawrence from The Hunger Games. Who's in that music video technically? Jennifer Lawrence.
Technically? Is the music video the movie?
Stars by Russell Crowe. Who's in that music video technically? Russell Crowe.
The music video is the movie. That's my favorite kind of movie, guys.
Papa Don't Preach, Glee version. Who's in that music video technically? Diana Agron and I don't know, whatever that dude's name is. Jaded by Miley Cyrus. Who's in that music video? Hannah Montana. Mean by Taylor Swift. Who's in that music video? Joey King. Okay? These all the music videos have actors in them. Famous ones.
I mean, if you count a movie as a music video, sure.
I do, and I have to, because
it's like Star's music video extended cut. It's just the entirety of Les Mis.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so sorry. It is the song being performed. Is that not on camera? That's a music video.
Okay.
What is Taylor Swift the Eras Tour movie if not a long music video?
Don't get me started on Taylor Swift.
Oh, I'll get you started on Taylor Swift. Don't get me started on Taylor Swift. Anyway.
That's the funniest thing I think you've ever told. Wasn't that music video technically?
Technically? Actually, for that one, because I saw the Rolling Stones music video, and then I already knew the main Taylor Swift music video, and then I was watching the Jumper music video, and I said, that girl looks familiar, and then I Googled it, and then I was like, you know what? We're going with this, because... And then your hint did not help.
Yeah, my hint was, think of the menu.
And, like...
The movie.
Nicholas Hoult was in the menu. Nicholas Hoult was in that one music video, so he's an actor.
Okay. I'll give you that. That's really good. I'll give you half a point for that because I didn't know that. Not the answer at all, but I'll give it to you.
No,
Okay.
I know it's not the answer. Don't worry.
I would first, before I tell you what the answer is, I would like to tell you the songs that like were my original and true intention. So that was "Mess It Up" by the Rolling Stones, "Hanging Tree" by Jennifer Lawrence, "Stars" by Russell Crowe, "Papa Don't Preach," and "Mean" by Taylor Swift. No, I'm sorry, take out "Mean." It's "Mess It Up," "Hanging Tree," "Stars," "Papa Don't Preach." Those are my OGs, okay? Don't look at me while I tell you what the answer is. The answer is, for those songs specifically, they're all people who are, all songs that have 1 degree of separation from Nicholas Hoult. And our world famous 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. So "Mess It Up," obviously in the music video. "Hanging Tree" by Jennifer Lawrence. They were in X-Men together. "Papa Don't Preach." He apparently dated that girl, per my very extensive Google search. And and then "Stars" by Russell Crowe. They were in a movie together a couple years ago called "The True History of the Kelly Gang." But then I had to get a little creative because I wasn't enough songs. So technically the true answer is they're all just 2 degrees of separation. "Jumper" by Third Eye Blind. He was in a movie with Charlize Theron and she dated the guy from that band. Then "Jaded" by Miley Cyrus. He was in X-Men with Lucas Till. Lucas Till was in the Hannah Montana movie. And "Mean" by Taylor Swift. He was in a movie with Joe Alwyn. Joe Alwyn dated Taylor Swift. Yeah, I had to get a little big brain for the last few. Hence,
You know
think
what?
of the
We
menu.
both got
You love that
equally
guy.
big brained.
Yeah. Again, you weren't technically, you weren't right, but you weren't wrong.
I'm like, that's why I was like, that's why she picked the Glee version, because the regular
very intentional
version
of "Papa Don't Preach" does not have a famous person in it.
Exactly. Also, I was not ready for having to watch a snippet from Glee. I
gave you who sang it. You didn't have to watch it.
Yes, I did. I needed to be fully immersed. Also,
did you watch all of Les Mis while you were at it?
I watched the music video for this song. Yes, I did.
You're funny. Anyway, did you like that one? I was really proud of that one.
I love being tortured, so yeah. Had a great time.
I felt like 2 was too much. Like, even if you connected the dots, you're like, hey, this person's connected. I felt like 2 was too much, but like I said, I didn't want to give you just 4 songs, so.
I also just like.
But if you had the 1 degree of separation, you would have.
I honestly wouldn't have. I appreciate the only thing I know about Nicholas Hoult is that he was in Skins, he was in that zombie movie, he was in The Menu, and he's fine.
And I was trying to do something with Skins and The Menu and the zombie movie, but those people weren't singing. No one else was singing, so.
It's not their fault.
Like, I was
also,
like, X-Men, Jennifer Lawrence, she did a song for a thing one time.
Can I tell you something really, really just incredibly stupid that I did?
Yes.
You
always.
said, think about The Menu. And so even though I've seen this movie, and I know for a fact that Quinn Fabray was not on the soundtrack, I know for a fact Taylor Swift, not on that soundtrack. It's like, maybe they threw that in there.
Maybe. The reason I chose that Taylor Swift song out of all Taylor Swift songs is because when you did the last one, that's how I felt. I was like, why do you have to be so mean to me?
No, it's because
so hard.
It's because Joey King, the actress, was in the music video.
Yeah, you got me there.
I figured you out.
You're thinking 10 steps ahead.
Exactly. I'm so right that you wouldn't even have gotten there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I came up with this, but you were thinking for me.
But I was like, there's gotta be a reason it was the Glee one. And then I was like, you know what the people did in Glee, allegedly? Acted. And then I was like, well,
Who in Glee
maybe
wasn't acting? Naya Rivera, I hope.
Mr. Schuster.
Leah
That's
Michelle,
just what
probably.
he's like.
Oh my god, he's starring in some musical in it's some 1 second. 1 second. You keep talking. I have to tell you this.
What do I keep talking about? Just
How much
anything?
you love me.
Oh, you did your hair again. Did you?
I did.
Okay.
No. From when you saw me last time?
No. Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't change the beads?
No, they're the same.
Oh.
Don't worry. I'm gonna figure this out.
You
Okay,
are going to
yes.
figure it out. I
So,
have faith
Matthew
in you.
Morrison of Glee fame and perhaps fortune, but clearly not because he's doing this. Is starring in Chicago the musical. Okay? That's good. That's cool. That's a normal sentence. I'm like, that's an odd choice, but like, all right, good for him. Do you know where Chicago the musical is playing with Matthew Morrison?
Is it somewhere in Ohio to call back to his Glee roots?
That would be better. He's starring in Chicago the musical in the great country of Japan.
Why?
I don't know.
It's in English though, right?
I'm not sure because someone said that, right? And then showed a video of him promoting it and he's speaking Japanese.
Like
So
he's speaking it and it's not like dubbed
He's speaking Japanese.
for like a long time, or is he just pulling out two words and is he saying arigato and letting somebody else take over?
It's a good amount of sentences. I imagine it's like, hey, it's running from this day to this day at this theater. I'm playing this guy. See you there. It's something along those lines.
Is he the only white person in the cast?
Elanor, I saw that, and then I watched a video of him speaking Japanese, and then I said, I can't think about this for much longer.
I have so
and I
many
moved on
questions.
with my day.
Wasn't he also the Grinch a couple years ago?
Yes, in that live action one where it's Black History Month, so I can say this. Racism against the light of my life. Boo Boo Stewart, who is not black, but I'm claiming it for him and I'm black, so it's okay. Because why they got him playing that dog? And why did they have him doing that? I tuned in for about 10 minutes. And I said, this is ridiculous, and I turned it off. And not even like on a Boo Boo Stewart has more talent than to play a dog in the live Grinch. But like, it didn't make any sense what he was doing.
So it was fine for him to play a dog in Twilight?
That's racist.
That's what he was. Also,
he was a shapeshifter, and they just so happened to shapeshift into wolves. So what I'm hearing is you just think native people are dogs. Wow, Elanor.
that is I made some insane leaps and bounds today, and that was a lot.
But my goodness.
Oh my God. Also, he was not a shapeshifter. He was a werewolf. Let's just be...
No, listen. Okay, listen. I'm sorry Stephanie Meyer doesn't follow up with her own lore, okay? Because she's dumb and a Mormon, but they were shapeshifters. So hypothetically, she just didn't follow this line. Here's what happened, okay? Here's my theory that I definitely stole from the internet, right? No, listen, Linda, okay? What happened was, first of all, what happened in New Moon is Edward, she made him the bad guy, and then was like, oh God, I gotta fix this. So then by default, she had to make Jacob look really, really bad, right? In Eclipse. That's why he got stupid all of a sudden. Because I'm so sorry if my boyfriend broke up with me and left me in the forest, I would never look at that man again. If someone called me and said, he's gonna kill himself, I'd be like, good. Godspeed.
Okay, but that's... You're talking about a separate issue? I can see that.
So then right in the lore, right, it was like they didn't shift until like, so the first ever quote unquote werewolves didn't shift until the vampires showed up, and they just happened to turn into wolves because that was like the, if I recall correctly, this bit I'm a little foggy on, but like that was what like the tribes, like helm, well, you know what I mean, right? That was their guy was the wolf, right? So he turned into a wolf. But technically, the way she, again, got this from the internet, so take it with a grain of salt. But the way she,
I'm not
like,
taking
wrote
this at
it,
all.
the way she like wrote it and explained it, they're not really werewolves. They could shift into anything. They just happened to turn into wolves because of either where they were, or that was like, I don't want to say spirit animal because I know that's culturally insensitive, but I can't think of the right word right now. Their guide? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Nope.
Eleanor's playing a very delicate game right here. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So, like, that was why they turned into wolves. But, like, they're shapeshifters. And I think we should have explored that. But no, she was like, oh my god, I made Edward look really bad. It's not fitting my Mormon propaganda to have her end up with the native guy. We can't have that. Even though he's the only person that makes sense for her to end up with. Because she's gonna run into an early grave. Or guess what? Be stuck with that insane family forever. And they might be fun for a few years. Eternity?
But consider what sounds better to, like, what could be better to an emotionally stunted, sheltered white woman than being the cool girl in high school forever.
Therapy.
She couldn't be the cool girl in high school forever if she ended up with Jacob. Bella would have had to, like, become a real adult and stop going to biology class.
She liked being the cool girl.
Oh,
she like actively
Bella didn't
rejected
like anything.
Her friendships.
Bella didn't like
exactly.
Anything. But
and you know what?
As the writer,
a common theme is with her and the entirety of New Moon is, oh my god, I feel like I'm alive again. Which she barely felt. She definitely didn't feel alive when she got to Forks. And I'd say, you know why she felt alive when she was with Edward? Because they were on the run for their lives from James. And then, after all of that excitement and a broken foot and nearly being murdered, and everyone you ever loved being murdered, what happened? He left her in the forest?
Not everybody.
And he knew she wasn't emotionally stable. He couldn't have broken up with her at her house? They walked away from her house for him to break up with her. Because if she got mad, what, oh no, what can he do? Vampire speed run away. She's not going to catch him.
She might have, through the power of true love that they definitely had. It wasn't just that he was the first boy that she ever found cute and that made her stupid. It was...
I've been waiting. Listen. But, when I watch Twilight, okay, do I get weepy when he says, forever with you isn't long enough? Okay? But, like, I've been waiting an eternity to meet someone like you're telling me from 1920 to now, you haven't met a single interesting person. First of all, Bella wasn't interesting.
Bella was barely a person.
But you haven't met a single person that you were like, ooh, and now listen. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I have thoughts.
I would argue that Jacob got his happy ending.
I don't think he did.
Right?
And then she was like, oh God, okay, listen, I dug this hole for myself. I've got to redeem Edward somehow. But no one's going to be happy if I just cut, there's going to be a whole set of people alienated if I cut out Jacob out of the love story. So I got to give him a love story. And you don't think it's weird she made the native man fall in love with a baby?
She wasn't a baby. She was mature for her age. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I can't keep that up.
And then back to my Edward point, okay?
No, where you are talking over here. My point is that why is it okay for Boo Boo Store to be a wolf, but it's not okay for him to be a dog? Those are very similar animals. You took the chance to go on this tangent that you've been waiting to go on for what sounds like years. Why is it just that the wolf looked cooler than he looked as the dog?
What I'm saying is it was fine for him to be a dog. It was just he doesn't have to be a dog, and then also it just it's like okay, if we're doing a live action Lion King, right? It's fine for some guy to play Rafiki, okay? It's fine if we got a dude playing Rafiki. The guy doesn't have to like be a little too everyone else doesn't have to be a little too committed to him being a monkey. You see what I'm saying? Like I felt like it was just like the things they were having him doing were just like less artistic choices and just demeaning, and I was like, do you guys not have anyone on this set that's like, this is like a little strange?
The worst part is he doesn't look bad as the dog, no. But I really don't like the ones where he's just full out on his knees going like.
Exactly. It was it was like a little. I don't think there was any ill intention, but I was like, no one on here was like optically.
But like
we could shift this a little bit.
The really truly bottom line is, we didn't need a live action Grinch.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
We already had one.
We already had one. Yeah. Just put on a showing of that. If you really want to have a star-studded Christmas event, do like.
Don't put Matthew Morrison in it.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. If you want it to be star-studded, actually pick stars. But, like, we don't need pounds of green makeup. This is not the Seussical.
I don't think we needed a live dog. A person playing a dog.
Wasn't this during the pandemic? Weren't artists taking whatever they could get?
I think Boo Boo Story... Hadn't he, like, just done... I don't think the Descendants movies were over yet.
I'm pretty sure the Descendants movies are Disney still making him bank.
Exactly. And Twilight, okay, listen. Taylor Lautner had the right idea. He made Twilight money and then bounced out of there. Boo Boo Story definitely made less money. But, like...
Actually, Taylor Lautner, I have a lot of... It's time...
Okay, yes, recently. But up until recent years, I'd say he was, like... in and out. It wasn't like in your face.
He did that one movie about getting kidnapped.
Yeah, I watched that. Or like it kind of pulled a Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson was in the Hunger Games, and then like kind of got to be picky about projects he was in. Or I was gonna call that boy by that character's name. Logan Lerman. He got his Percy Jackson money. Those movies did well.
He got his perks of being a wallflower money.
Yeah.
And he just comes back whenever he needs us to know that he does still, in fact, look like that.
Disney money.
So, what is Boo Boo Store doing now?
Worth of Disney movies. I think he has a band.
Oh. A good one?
He looks like that.
Oh, he was in that.
For my own sake, I won't listen to them because if they're bad, I'm gonna have to come to terms with some things.
Oh, my goodness. They put out a Descendants in 2021.
Yeah.
They're really still making those things.
Well, when did Cameron Boyce die? Because I know he died after they filmed the last one, but before it came out. It must have been 2021.
Sounds...
Or late 2022, maybe. I don't know.
No, 2019.
What number Descendants did they put out in 2021?
Must have been 4?
Okay, I don't think they were in that. I know they did 3, and then they all said they weren't gonna, because they had already filmed it. And they said they wouldn't do any more, because obviously their friend was dead. So were they in number 4?
It's called...
I watch all the Descendants movies. So
Descendants,
right?
The Royal Wedding has... Okay, there are 3 people that I know for sure are, like core Descendants people. It's got Sophia Carson, it's got Dove Cameron, it's got Boo Boo Stewart. It's got...
I have some questions.
Mitchell Hope.
Oh, yeah, he played... Okay, so here's what happened, right? In Descendants, the first movie.
You know what? Actually, I think we're closing up on... That's what a
They
Descendants
said they wouldn't do
TV
anymore
show.
because their friend was dead. We're gonna investigate this later.
We
I have been
can
Kalina.
investigate it. Who did? Not okay. I'm so sorry. The first question when you Google Descendants: The Royal Wedding, people also ask, why isn't Carlos in Descendants: The Royal Wedding? And then I said, because he.
And on that cheery note.
On that cheery note, we're never doing this again.
Yes, we are. This is so fun. It's your turn to torture me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go hard mode. I'm gonna pick songs you can't even Google. The first one, Kalina Anderson, Soup Song.
If this episode gets to 1 million likes, I'll release an album and I'll put the Soup Song on there. It would also have my rendition of Lose Yourself. I'll sing the Rubber Ducky song from Sesame Street. Hotel California, of course, I'm doing all of the instruments by mouth as well. And
Ooh, acapella.
One song of Eleanor's choice.
Okay. I'm gonna pick The Song That Never Ends.
You're
Bulk up our runtime. Oh no, I'm not listening to it. I'll post about it. I'll be supportive. I'll listen to as many 8-second snippets I need to get a good Instagram story.
Okay.
But thanks, guys. I have been Kalina.
Fun. I have been Elanor.
And maybe we'll be back.
Hopefully we'll be back.
Maybe.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day. I know it passed, but happy late Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Unless it hasn't passed, then happy. Valentine's Day is sometime in the week that we are posting this.
Valentine's Day is happening around when this is being posted. So happy Valentine's Day. If you're not in love, fix that. Go to therapy. Work on yourself.
I'm trying.
Okay, go to therapy. Work on yourself. If somebody is in love with you, you no longer have to work on yourself. You've achieved what we are meant to achieve as humans, and you can just give up.
That explains a lot of things. Anyway, we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Don't quote me on that. One day we'll have an outro, but it's not today.